Welcome to the PharmaVOICE 100 one-on-one video series with Taryn Groen.
Amy, thank you so much for joining us for our one-on-one marathon celebration.
Thanks, Taryn. I'm really excited to be here.
Excited to see you again. Let's talk about motivational design and behavior change and the ways that you're seeing it support pharma strategies and goals.
Yeah, I think motivational design is really important for two key audiences for pharma. So we have the patients and then we have the prescribers. And of course, they're both people. So it's really important to think about what motivates them and how we can leverage that motivation at various points in the pharma strategy. So from the patient perspective, some of the areas where I really think there's potential for motivational design, first of all, acquisition, getting a patient onto a product, attracting them to your brand. A lot of that has to do with understanding what they value and what their motivations are, and then speaking to that in a way that resonates with them. So motivational science plays a huge role in that. And then, of course, we know that adherence is a really key part of pharma strategy. And again, understanding what motivates people and how to build experiences that leverage that motivation really go a long way in helping with medication adherence. And the third piece where I've spent a lot of focus in my career are the lifestyle changes that accompany the use of a pharma product. So for so many categories, it's really important that patients are engaging in lifestyle changes alongside their pharmaceutical therapies in order to experience the most success. And again, we really need to understand what their lives look like, what they value, what their goals are, so that we can build an overall experience and strategy that hooks into that. And similarly with providers, I think sometimes we don't think of them as people. We think of them very much in terms of their business and professional context, but they're human beings too. And they have goals that they're trying to pursue both in terms of their own workflow and in what they're able to provide to patients. And I think there's a lot of work yet to be done with really digging into what motivates the providers and how we can better create our strategies and our approaches to leverage that.
That's a perfect lead into my next question. And the last time we spoke, you were in the middle of finishing up your book. Please tell us about your new book about behavior change design.
Yeah, I'm so excited that it came out. I actually have a copy here. It's called Engaged: Designing for Behavior Change. And I wrote it for people who don't have a background in behavior science, but who recognize that it can bring a really important lens to their design work, whether they're researchers or they're actually creating the strategy or the experience. I draw on motivational science in the way that I structure the book and in the content I provide. So it really is about how do you discover what matters to people? What are their values? What are their goals? And then once you understand that, how do you create content and experiences and interactions that hook into that? So I think a lot about giving people the opportunity to make meaningful choices for themselves. Sometimes that involves just using the right language when you talk about what you're offering so that people understand, this is something that can really help me accomplish what I want to accomplish in my life. I think a lot about helping people to establish goals and milestones so they feel like they're having a sense of progress and they're making positive change in their own lives. And I think that's really something that all of us in pharma want to do. We want to help people be a better, healthier version of themselves. So how do we make sure that our patients, our customers understand that in their own journey? And then building a sense of community, the idea that when you're experiencing a health condition or you're working through treatment, you're not alone. You have the support of others in the patient community, people in the provider community, and the stakeholders like pharma companies who are providing the treatments that help you get well or manage your conditions. So those are the factors that I really tried to build into the book and give really concrete strategies for how we can bring those to life.
Amy, thank you so much. I always learn something new when I speak to you. It's fascinating what you do, and congratulations on the completion of a tremendous milestone. Writing a book is not easy, so kudos to you.
Oh, thank you so much. It was a lot of work, but I'm really proud of it, and I'm really glad that it's out in the world. So thank you.
Thanks for being with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
For more PharmaVOICE 100 content, visit www.pharmavoice100.com.